So in SEAL training, we have a boat, a little rubber raft. It's about 8 feet long, weighs about 100 pounds, fully inflated, and it's carried by 7 guys. And we carry this boat with us everywhere we go. We carry it to chow, we carry it up in the sand, up and down the sand dunes. Everywhere you go, you carry this boat with you. And very early on in training, the instructors give you a simple task. They want you to take this boat, paddle out through the surf zone, paddle down, and paddle in. That's it, paddle out, paddle down, paddle in. Simple mission statement. And the idea is the guys in the front there, number 1 guys, they're gonna kind of pull the bow of the boat into the water. Number 2 guys are gonna make sure the boat doesn't shimmy too much. The number 3 guys in the back, they're gonna kind of push the boat in the water. And then as the officer or the senior enlisted, as soon as that boat gets in the water, you hop in, you put your oar in the water for steerage, and then you call the guys in. 1's in, 2's in, 3's in. And then once everybody's in the boat, you find out what teamwork is all about. Because if everybody in that boat doesn't dig just as hard as everybody else, if everybody in that boat doesn't listen to the stroke count of the coxswain, that boat is not going to make it through surf like this. And this is what the surf in San Diego looks like in the wintertime. And you will find yourself kind of unceremoniously dumped back on the beach. But the other thing you learn about that little rubber boat is I don't care if you are the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the smartest SEAL in that boat, you can't paddle the boat by yourself. We're called the SEAL teams for a reason, because in order to get a mission done, you really need a team of guys to do it. Well, fast forward about 25 years. I'm now a Navy captain, like an Army colonel. I'm referred to as the Commodore. I'm in charge of all the SEALs on the West Coast. And I'm going out on a routine parachute jump. And the idea was we'd get in a C-130 aircraft, take off, it's in San Diego, take off from North Island Naval Air Station, get up to about 13,000 feet out in South San Diego. Ramp comes down, and jump master gives you the sign, just like this kid in the picture. Jump out, hands extended, arms back. You fall from about 13,000 feet down to 5,500 feet. At 5,500 feet, you check your altimeter, you wave off, you reach in, you pull your rip cord, and out of the back of the parachute comes a pilot chute. And the pilot chute catches wind and then pulls the main canopy out. You got a beautiful canopy, and you glide peacefully down to Earth. Well, this particular day, we board the aircraft, we get up to 13,000 feet, the ramp comes down, and it is a Chamber of Commerce day. I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky. I can see Mexico, I can see the Pacific Ocean. A couple guys go out in front of me, jump master gives me the sign, I jump out, just like this guy in the picture. And as I'm falling, there's 2 guys off to my left and 1 guy off to my right. And I'm watching this guy off to my right below me, and he's starting to drift underneath me, and I'm thinking, okay. Then all of a sudden he settles out, I think, okay, I'm all right. Next thing I know, this guy's underneath me, and it's too late. And he pulls his rip cord, and in relative terms, I'm moving at 120 miles an hour, and he has stopped. And I hit his parachute, and I'm guessing it's like hitting an airbag. It hits me, stuns me, and kind of spins me out of control. Now, what I should have done was I should have gotten stable again, checked my altimeter before I pulled. But frankly, I didn't know what had happened. I'd been stunned, didn't know whether I'd been unconscious, so I instinctively reach in and I pull my rip cord. Well, I was in a head-down attitude spinning, and the pilot chute comes out, and it wraps around 1 leg. The risers, another part of the parachute, comes out, and it wraps around the other leg. Now I'm completely entangled in the parachute. I remember thinking to myself, this doesn't look so good. Well, the good news is the parachute opened. The bad news is when a parachute opens, it blossoms. Took 1 leg one way, 1 leg the other way, and snapped me in 2. Busted my pelvis by 5 inches, fractured my back, ripped all the muscles out of my leg, my stomach, and I landed about 2 miles from the drop zone. And then the lesson of the little rubber boat came back to me in spades. Because once I got out of the hospital, my wife had to kind of be my nurse at home. The guys had to make sure I got the physical therapy. The admiral that was in charge of me worked hard to keep me in the Navy after this devastating injury. It took a whole lot of people to get me through that difficult time in my life. So I tell folks, look, if you want to be successful in life, make as many friends as you can. Have as many colleagues as you can. Accept the goodwill of strangers. Because I don't care who you are, you're not going to be able to paddle that boat by yourself.